just wanted to give a little bit overview of our mentoring process and give us some basic guidelines that I think would help us ensure we have a successful mentorship program. So just a few slides here, guys. Why have a mentoring program? I mean, it probably goes without saying, but obviously mentoring is, a critical component of physician development. There are many benefits of having a mentoring program, many of which we probably think about, like, teaching them new skills, but also just the culture that it will bring to our department and to our program. A successful mentoring program would help create a culture of learning and knowledge sharing. I think we should have a mentoring program because, there are future colleagues, right? And we want to have a positive impact on the type of physicians that they become, both clinically and, the type of people that they are going to become. And this is all a great opportunity for us to hopefully show them our best and guide them to their best. For us as faculty, it gives us an opportunity to, practice our teaching abilities, to enhance our teaching abilities. And hopefully this whole process will just bring IEP, the hospital, and our resident physicians closer together. A successful program in my mind would be one that has, solid, positive relationships. There's knowledge sharing, there's trust. And if we can build that, I think when we ask them to perform endeavors for us, we're going to be more successful if we've built in that trust and we've invested in their futures. I did a little research on, we all know how to be mentors, but what does a good, successful mentorship program look like? There's actually a lot of literature out there about what makes a good program. And some of the things they've suggested is structure. You should sort of define, just the skeleton of your mentorship program instead of just saying, you're somebody's mentor, like have it a little bit more defined on what the roles of each person will be. Another key to having a successful program is to really try to match the interests of the mentor and the mentee. This will, lead to more positive interactions. People are more likely to get more out of it if they're working with someone who shares their vision. Setting clear expectations. We'll get into that a little bit more, but defining to the mentee what their role is, defining to the mentor what their role is, and what we expect from each participant of the mentorship process. A successful program should have regular meetings, and there should be action-oriented meetings, meaning we should identify areas that we want to work on, and then just like our ROC goals, and then we take action to move toward achieving our goals. And of course, frequent communication is a key to a successful program. So what does our APEM mentor family look like? I've sent this out to you guys already, but it's going to be a group of people, about 6 to 8 members. It's going to be a combination of a couple junior residents, a couple senior residents, and then a combination of 2 or 3 core faculty and non-core faculty. How it will work, pretty easy, really. We're going to start by, I've sent all the residents a little form and asked them just to identify some of their goals, as well as some of their strengths and weaknesses, both personally and professionally. And prior to the first meeting, they'll fill that out. And when you guys run your mentorship meeting, you're going to go around and have some small talk. And then Jason's going to say to one of his mentees, hey, let's start with you. Why don't you share with us some of your goals and some of your strengths and weaknesses? And then Jason would hopefully lead a discussion on the results that they shared. And eventually, when the meeting ends, the mentee would then take all this feedback and create a personal development plan. The next meeting and how you guys run these meetings, entirely up to you. If you have a different way of doing it, that's entirely acceptable. This is just a framework that I thought might be helpful. During your next meeting, the mentees would present their personal development plan. Say, hey, my goal is to be a academic physician, I want to get something published, I want to get scholarly activity, etc. And then the group would have feedback and hopefully provide them guidance on how they could achieve that. And then the mentee will take all that information and put it into action. And finally, you'll have another meeting where you will kind of go over what the resident did and whether or not it was successful or not. So here's just a list of this personal development plan. Super easy, right? They just list 3 to 5 personal or professional strengths and gives you guys some talking points. So when you get to the meeting, you have something to work on. Last few slides, just basic stuff. Mentee responsibilities. You know, we ask our mentees that they know and understand their strengths, their weaknesses. We ask them to think hardly about identifying goals. It's going to be hard to mentor somebody if they are listing a goal that's, you know, not sincere. So we really want them to do a deep dive and figure out what do they want out of this. And hopefully they can identify goals that they truly want and you can help them achieve. We ask them to, you know, listen and reflect on the advice given from your mentor. And of course, ask them to take ownership of striving to achieve their goals. As mentors, of course, we want to listen carefully. We want to provide guidance to them. We want people to check in frequently, provide feedback. And we ask that our mentors actively participate in mentoring meetings. So how to succeed? I mean, easy stuff, right? Just be there. You know, be an active participant. Listen to your mentee carefully. You know, mentoring is not about us maybe telling them what to do. It's about us guiding them towards their goals. And if we focus on that, I think we'll be successful. You know, celebrate your accomplishments. I envision at the end of the year, we have a little presentation and the residents could go around and talk about what they got out of their mentorship process. So that is all I have for you guys.